What's going on YouTube? It's Aizen here bringing you the next episode of Let's Play Valheim Episode 4. You see that on my map? That loot bag? You're gonna want to find that guy. That's the trader. He's in the Black Forest. So if he wasn't up there around the Elder whenever you went up there to go explore to kill him, you need to go find another area of the Black Forest and find the trader. He sells the belt that's called the Making Yard, and that's going to increase your carrying capacity by 150, so it's going to help you out a lot whenever you're farming your iron out here. He also sells many other items, but the other one that you're looking for is the fishing rod. Go ahead and buy the fishing rod. It's like 350 coins. The belt's 950. Each bait's like 150 coins. So run back through your Black Forest, collect all your valuables out of those dens that you marked back up. Go find the trader, go get these 2 items or 3 items with the bait, catch some fish. It's going to give you more HP than the carrot soup, so you're going to want to need that when you're out here in the swamps until you can get your turnip soup ready, because you're going to want your turnip stew even more. But we're just up here, we're going to explore this new swamp that I found. I got my portal set up, you know, little dumping station, that way I can bring my ore until I can get my boat down here. We're going to make a boat, fill it up. That way we can try to get it back closer to base. We don't have to cart it as far, and we can store more until we get our iron ship. So we're going to head that way. We're going to dip off into a crypt. We're going to take a look at the swamp. We're going to talk about some mobs that are in the swamp. Talk about some materials that you're going to need. Definitely don't want. You're going to need them. So yeah, we'll get to it as soon as we get there. I think your goal for iron, besides what you can carry on your ship, it should be about 150. I think your goal is usually about 135, but go ahead and max yourself out and bring it all back. You're going to need the extra iron anyway. Eventually you're going to have to come back to the swamps. It's used in a lot of your building mats. It's used in a lot of upgrades. This is whenever your items start to become expensive. So you definitely want to come get more, but you don't want to spend so much time because it's going to get outdated. You're about to go to the mountains after this. We're going to get a boss kill today. Easy peasy. So you don't want to invest a lot of your iron into just a bunch of stuff that you're about to just throw out. The only thing worth noting is you're going to want to upgrade the iron pick. It's going to be your best in slot pick for now, so you might as well, as soon as you get your, your crafting max forge level 6, you can only upgrade to 4 right now, but you might as well just take your pick all the way up to maximum durability. It's going to help you out in the crypt so much more than the bronze pick. The bronze pick is terrible in there, so try to get that as soon as possible. But I think I mentioned this in the Let's Play episode 3, whenever we ran across the Draugrs in the swamp on the way to the Elder. But you're going to want to kill these guys. You want to get the entrails. You use to make sausages. That's going to be probably your heavy hitter, your best food that you can make right now. So you're going to want to have those. You're going to want to eat those. And you're definitely going to want to have those in your slots whenever you're out here in the swamp. You can hear a blob jumping behind me. So I'm going to let them poison me. The duration lasts for 17 seconds. It also ticks you for 3.6. 3.4 is what it looks like right now. So if you take a poison resistance potion, it's going to drop the duration down to 12. And it's only going to tick you for like 2.6, 2.4. And you can already see how sketchy my health is right now. I'm already at 50 by the time that I got done. So bring a poison resistance potions, bring a couple of them, they last for 10 minutes. Bring some health potions, especially if you've unlocked the medium recipe. The mediums are worth it. We're definitely going to need some of those against the boss too, just in case you get poisoned. He spawns mobs, so you're going to have to watch out for that. These leeches here, you're going to want to kill them, you're going to want to get the blood bag. So you might as well kill every leech you see. If you're on land and you hear them biting and you shoot them with a bow, they're going to run away. But if you run into the water, then they can path to you, so they're going to come back no matter what. They're just aggroed like that, I guess. But kill all the leeches that you can see, get all the blood bags, you're going to need them. They're used to make the medium healing potions, they're used to make your frost resistance potions, which you're going to need those to get into the mountains. So you might as well just kill them all. They're also used for a best in slot food item at the end of the game once you unlock the plains, which that'll be coming after the mountains. And once you get access to flour and that, you know, it has a lot of, it gives you a lot of stamina with some decent HP. And you see that green stuff that was on that tree right there? That's called guck. We're about to see some more of it here in a second. You can kind of spot it on the trees right there in front of me again. You're going to want to get that. So come back with some wood, chop down some trees, whatever. Build up. Oh, is that Death looking at me? Y'all see Death right there in the middle? You can't do nothing about that guy. You can shoot him with an arrow, but it doesn't hurt him. There's no damage, doesn't say anything. But as soon as you get close to him, he disappears into a mist. But anyways, like I was saying, guck. Build a crafting table down. You can build on the tree with wood floors. And that way you can just build a wood floor, jump up to it, build a wood floor, jump up to it. You can break it down with an axe or a pickaxe. And you're going to want to get it because it's necessary to unlock the best in slot bow once you get access to silver. So go ahead and get quite a bit of that. Man, look at that. He's still sitting over there creeping. I see you though. And that's an oozer. You need to watch out for these guys. They're the same thing as a blob. They're just bigger and badder. And then also whenever you kill them, they break down into more blobs. 2 of them to be precise. So just be ready for that. I usually like to range down the oozer just because I don't want to get poisoned and then like KO them and then get 2 blobs on me and then get re-poisoned and get smacked or get shot with a jogger. You know, something crazy, something Valheim like. So I'm just going to take him out. And then we'll just use the Stagbreaker to deal with the blobs. Usually you don't get lucky like that guck that's so low. Usually you don't find something like, you usually gotta climb like 6 stories to get it. Yeah, so this Stagbreaker is gonna be OP in the crypts. I thought I iframed that, but that's fine. As you see, it knocks back the enemies, and it also deals damage. It's the only attack that it has. I don't think it has a secondary attack. I haven't really paid attention. If you don't know how to use your secondary attack, you click your mouse wheel, and you'll do a whole different attack. But whenever you're mining the big, muddy scrap piles that there are in the crypts, you'll be hitting them and you can hear joggers or, you know, blobs jumping around behind you. And then if that blob can see you, he can be behind another oozer. No, get away, dude. And a wraith. Okay, well, this is a wraith. This is going to be another mob that you're going to run into. They drop chains, so you're going to want to kill them. You're going to need chains. You're going to need a lot of them. You're going to find some in the crypts, but you can kill these guys, and their trophy looks really sweet. It's just like a shell with no face in it or anything. I had a friend that jumped in one of my houses one time in one of my servers, and he was like, "Is that a jacket?" And I was like, "How'd you get that?" I was like, "No, it's a wraith trophy." It's like, it's pretty sweet. But the Stagbreaker, so whenever you're taking down these muddy scrap piles, like if there's a blob behind it, they can poison you through it. Archer joggers can shoot you through it, and you don't want that. So, or there could be even a jogger spawner in one of those body piles that are down there. But if you're using this on the opposite side and you're just hitting, that AoE hits through it, just like the jogger archers can shoot through it. So that's good to know, just like you can get poisoned through it too. So you can fight back through that without even having to see them. So if you just hear them, you can just start smacking the ground. You'll see it in some clips. It doesn't happen early on. We just run into way too many scrap piles, so we can't deal with it. And we have to go back and repair our X and repair our pick and, you know, dump our loot and everything. So you'll kind of see what a crypt looks like here. This lip works the exact same way as a burial den, unless you have a blob. And the blobs can jump up on it. They can poison you even if they're down below, I'm pretty sure. So just watch out for that. Be aware of it whenever you go down, because they will be there whenever waiting on you whenever you just walk right in. And you can see this is a muddy scrap pile. This is what you're going to want to mine. This is going to get you all the iron. If you see chests, obviously loot the chests. Sometimes you'll find stacks of like 18 in there. and that's going to help out your trips tremendously. So that's something that you need to pay attention for as well. Like I said, you can kind of hear some mobs possibly moving around in here. So this is just a mushroom cave, which is good because you don't have to worry about getting poisoned. You don't have to worry about something being there, and you're just getting free iron. But if you hear mobs moving around, you know, just smack it down so you can see the other side, see where they're at, see what you're fighting. Just use your stag breaker. You can see there's a lot of valuables that are just laying around and all kinds of stuff like that too. So you can do the exact same thing with the burial dens. You can just stack them in chests, remark it from a crypt to value later, and then just come back and loot it if you ever need to go buy anything from the trader again. You know, this game's still super early release, so no telling what kind of content's about to be coming out. Now, withered bone, you're going to want that. You're going to need at least 10 of them. That's how many you're going to want specifically. That's what you use to summon the third boss. Maybe we can get lucky too and we can find a registrar in here and dip out. That'd be one impressive first crypt. Then we just gotta farm our iron and get our upgrades and we're ready. Like I said, Bonemass is weak to blunt, so you're gonna wanna make an iron mace for sure. The iron sword looks tempting, it's fun, the swords are great in this game, but I'm sorry, but maces just work better. And you'll see a lot of these little leftover piles that are just kind of there on the ground that are real small to see. If you zoom in your camera, you'll be able to see what you're trying to hit. You'll find a lot of poisoned arrows in chests as well. They're decent. You're going to use them if you don't have anything better. I mean, you say that, you're like, Aizen, but you're using wood arrows. There's not really an increase in DPS from making the bronze arrows, the iron arrows, the needles. So I just use wooden arrows. I think it's really just dependent on the bow right now. So until the actual damage values change, I'm just going to use wood arrows. The only time I don't use wood arrows is whenever I'm fighting fuelings in the plains, and then I'm using crossed arrows. That's what you're saving your feathers for. That's what you're going to be going to the mountains for. You'll be able to get a lot of mats. You'll be able to make a lot of those. So it's really no worries. Right now we're just focused on the iron. We're focused on our upgrades right now. And you can see earlier too how I used the stag breaker to get around that Draugr just to be able to hit him. You know, he couldn't path to me, so he had to run around. Once you understand the AI, it's pretty easy to figure out what you need to do. And you can look, you can see my bronze pick, my durability of it just rotting away. So you will spend a lot of time down here, even in just one case. Is that what I think it is? Anyways, you'll spend a lot of time down here in just one crypt, just trying to get it gutted. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up your teleporter close. You want to bring your ship to where your teleporter is. You want to load your ship down, and then you want to teleport back. You want to... Yep, that's exactly what I thought it was. We got a registrar right here in the first crypt. So we know where Bonemass is, that's good. But anyways, load down your ship, teleport back, you know, fix all your stuff, repair. Man, he's close too. This just, man, this is a great world right now. I'm really loving this world. This couldn't be any better. But fix your stuff, get your rested status back, sleep if you need to, you know, teleport back, and boom, you're right back in the crypts. Once your ship's filled back, take your ship right back to your port, get to smelting. So I think we're going to try to land our ship right where that ping was. Once we get all this full, we're going to try to take about 156 iron. I don't know if I said that or not. I think 135 is what it comes down to get like all the weapon upgrades that we need to be able to build everything out of the crafting station that we need. To make our forge upgrades, you know, just to get everything that we need to be able to fight Bonemass and be able to get to the next biome. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go back, fix our pick. We're gonna dump. We're gonna get our ship filled. We're gonna get our body filled. We're gonna carry as much iron out of this first swamp run as we can, and then we're gonna see what we'll be sitting at, iron wise and upgrade wise. We'll see if we have enough. I want to go around this top though, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we're just gonna take the boat down. I think we're just gonna try to get as close as possible right now, because I know that I'm in a landlocked like lake right now in front of my house. But we made it back. We dumped off right exactly where I thought I was going to. There wasn't no cut back in, no nothing. So we'll just settle right here. It's not that far. There's a pretty smooth area to get my cart back up. The iron, we don't have so much. It's not going to be a super heavy cart. We got our hoe on us just in case we need a path, but I think we're good. I think we get this back pretty easy. What's it, 158? Yeah, it looked like 158. So we're not doing too bad. Your small little ship's gonna carry only, 120, and then, with the Mega Yord, you can hold the extra 6 ore after your first stack. But just go up your hill at an angle, just like that. It'll help you get your cart up across this hill faster. If you see those bushes that look like that, just pull out your axe, just hit them. Your cart will get high centered on them, it will get stuck. Same for berry bushes. So just watch out for those. And just remember, you want to upgrade this iron pick to about as far as you can. See, look, you don't even need to path this. You don't even need to level it out. You can just move this cart with like there's some pure stamina, baby. Except for that bush. We're going to clear that one. So you don't have to drop off your cart like that to fight. You can just turn around and just fight him if you need be. Like this brute right here. 1, 2, parry. Oh no, we got a stun lock on him. But I can't see nothing. You can see as you just pull your cart right through everything, you can just pull out your axe, take care of any obstacles in your way. So there should really be no reason that you ever get stuck. If you look at the way that I've been taking this entire time, most of it's always been downhill. I've hardly ever had to go uphill. Whenever I go uphill at an angle. So these are like some things that you can look at too, and you don't need to like start leveling out, because once you start leveling out, if you and your character or your cart are on 2 different terrains, you're going to be in a world of hurt. But we made it back. We made it through the night. We got our upgrades. So you can style this shield. There's an option right below it at the top. So just so you know. And got all of our upgrades. We went ahead and made a huntsman's bow, the iron mace, the iron pick, the iron axe, the banded shield, Looks like we got all of our upgrades. We got our bellows over there. Our smith's anvil's outside. We got the grindstone, the stone cutter. So yeah, we're in good shape then, huh? Pretty sure I already took that pick to level 3 too. I'm gonna have to go back after we kill this boss just to get a little bit more to have in reserve. Yeah, once you make the stone cutter, you can actually use it, and that's gonna give you a sharpening stone. And then you can use that sharpening stone to upgrade your forge. You can make a grindstone. But we got our 100 nails. You can see here our fermenter. We got poison resistance. We got some health potions that are made. So we're getting real close. About the only other thing that we can do is just wait for our turnips to get done growing. And then once they're done, we're gonna get turnips too. And then we're gonna go in with, you know, a lot of HP and a lot of stamina. We're gonna be ready for Bonemass. Let's go ahead and collect up all this, dump it in here. Yeah, so, you know, we kind of put a fence up. We got 3 bees going. We got our little garden going back here. You know, life's good. Life's definitely good in the Let's Play world right now. We're well fed. We're progressing right along. Except for my deteriorating walls from my botched build. It's alright. We can just go back and repair it. We'll go back and fix it eventually, won't we? Or are we gonna build a castle now that we got a stone cutter? I don't know, that could be up to y'all. Y'all just let me know. Alright, so how you guys feeling? We took our ship up there to Bonemass. Right here is our new teleporter. So we're gonna do pretty much the exact same thing with the Elder. We're gonna go up there, we're gonna scout it out. We're gonna clear out any spawners, any mobs, any crypt mobs, any monument mobs. Unless they're stuck in the monument mobs, then we're not really worried about that. So that's just something that you need to keep in mind. Whenever you're going through, especially with the poison that's going to be happening, and you're going to be in water, there could be leeches around. Leeches could come out of nowhere. An oozer may show up, a wraith may show up, and while Bonemass is spawning mobs, you're just going to have to watch out for it. You're just going to have to be careful. But other than that, it's pretty simple, pretty basic, straightforward fight. Like I said, we're going to get up close and personal with this one. He's weak to blunt, so we're going to go in with the mace and the shield. His attack times are extremely, I wouldn't say weird. This is all the post update too, where they've increased the difficulty of the last 3 bosses. And whenever I killed him last, he didn't have that update yet. So he wasn't that bad. We got our frost resistance potions going because we know we're about to be done here and we need to go in the mountains. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to get my rest status, make sure it's good to go. We're going to go clear this out. But Bonemass has 3 different types of attacks as usual per boss. He's going to kind of puke around him. You'll see him. He definitely looks like he's actually like upheaving. So whenever he does that, you just want to run away. Create space. You know, don't take the poison if you don't have to. Your poison resistance lasts 10 minutes. 1 should do you good. It's going to be probably about a 3-minute fight. His second attack is he's going to throw just like a blob of something to a random spot, not even at you. And there's going to be mobs in it. The best way to do it is actually to rush that blob that he throws, that area, and then just take down the mobs that are in that circle real quick. Sometimes it spawns none. Sometimes I think I've seen like 4 or 5 pop out of it. So just be aware of that. But what pops out of it's blobs and skeletons. That's what I've seen come out of it. And they're both weak to your mace. So you should be one-shotting blobs and pretty much one-shotting skeletons too. So this is the Bonemass spawner. This is what it looks like. Go to the back, it'll tell you cook their remains. So if you go over here to his mouth, this is where you'll put in your withered bones at, right? This is where you'll make your sacrifice. But first, like I said, clear everything out. We're gonna go check real quick, make sure this place is good to go. And looky there. That would have been bad if we initiated the fight. We have a skeleton spawner and 2 jogger spawners, so we're not dealing with that. So whenever you're kiting them in a circle like that, basically I'm just pulling the mobs together so that a way whenever I'm swinging, I'm actually hitting them both at once. You let one attack and one chase you, and then you wrap around them. You just try to get them stuck on top of each other for a second, and then most of the time you can get a double parry off too. The crazy thing is too, it's kind of quiet. There's no leeches, no blobs hopping around, no oozers, no wraith houses. I think we're going to go ahead and pop this poison resistance. I think we're going to get ready. Let's go. So just like all bosses, wherever the flurries go, this is where he's going to spawn. I'm not going to lie. This fight is a little scuffed. Only because I'm wanting to see how the difficulty 2 changed. So he's throwing a blob right there. And he's puking right there. Look at him, he looks like a big ol' Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, don't he? Oh, he spit the mobs on top of the skull. We're good, we're Gucci. So whenever he swipes at you, you can get a full 3 combo off before you need a block. And that's not a block? Okay. So like I said, you're gonna need these healing potions. So he hits for like 52. But yeah, unless he's going to do that, you can get a full 6 hits in. But if you're there underneath him and you just parried him, or did that, kited him, and you get your 6 hits in, then if he throws a blob, you can still sit there. Like right now he's throwing one, he reaches under his armpit, you see that? So that's how you know. So you can just sit there and just wail on him for potentially like 9 to 12 hits. So you block him, you 6 combo him, he throws a blob, you 6 combo him again, and then he's probably going to puke or he's going to try to swipe again, but by then you need to take care of mobs. So this is it. You just kind of want to kite him around, especially if your life gets a little, or your HP gets sketchy, or RNG happens to you like that and you take 24 from his falling tree. Or if you don't kite far enough away and you got your back turned to him and you're trying to block, you're still probably going to take a hit. Like that. So that's just something to be aware of. But you can see that my poison ticks are really low. You can see that the duration's not lasting long. So you should be okay. I'm just trying to kite around, take care of mobs until my HP comes back or until I can use a healing potion. But yeah, overall you should be fine. You can literally just kite him around his own skull. That's right there. So if you don't parry him, you're gonna get the knockback and take a small amount of damage. But if you time it right, like a normal parry, you're gonna get the block value and you're not gonna get the little knockback right there. You see how that blob just got one shot? You should be okay with your Iron Mace. Everything right now, everything right there just got one shot. Got the block parry, and now we're back into a combo. Swipe. 6 more. One shot. I'll take a poison for that. That's a fair trade if you ask me. Watch out for trees. So it looked like I got the parry right there, but I feel like I still got a little bit of the knockback. That was just a block. That was just a regular block right there. So yeah, this is the fight. Just manage your stamina, manage your HP, don't get poisoned. Make sure your poison resistance doesn't run out. Make sure you're staying 8 up. Keep an eye on your HP pot cooldown. See, full 6 combo. Get ready. I thought that blob was gonna get me. I should probably back up. We can get at least 3 in right here. He's gonna, oh, so he will swipe 3 times in a row. So my goal right now is, you know, just kind of stay above 55 HP, 58 HP. I think that's what he's hitting me for. I can almost use a potion. But I brought 3 healing potions and 2 poison potions. You just definitely need to manage these mobs. You just don't want to get overwhelmed too. And you don't want to take a couple swipes by him as well, trying to hit them. Yeah, we'll be okay. We got a lot of HP. I think we'll be able to deal with a bit. So being solo, it is kind of a long fight. But this is a really scuffed fight as well too. It could have went way smoother. To get one more block off to finish him. But there it is. That's your solo Bonemass kill right there. So whenever you run over here and you go loot them, you're going to get a wishbone and this trophy. The wishbone, you have to have this to go to the mountains. You don't have to have it, but it's going to help you make finding silver a lot easier. We'll demonstrate how to use it real quick at the end of the video too. But we're going to see at the sacrificial stones, whenever you take your trophy there, we're going to go over his power. Pretty solid. It's not bad. Definitely an upgrade from the Elder. But this wishbone is going to make you glow whenever you use it. And like I said, we'll demonstrate it here in a second. You can go up to the mountains and just start pickaxing randomly in random spots and hope that you hit silver or make a line or do whatever, but I'd rather, you know, just kind of know exactly where I need to go. So technically you could skip an area of the game if you wanted to, but you're going to want the upgrades, you're going to want the iron, it's going to increase your survivability. And I did that with no iron armor, so that would have been an extra 60 bars right there. You would have to make another trip. So he's not too bad, you can definitely handle him. But we'll see at the sacrificial stones. So here's Bonemass's area. We're going to go ahead and put the trophy on there, and boom. So you get a resistance versus a physical damage, and it looks like all physical damage. So it's going to help you out a lot in the plains, and not necessarily the mountains. I'm going to use so the first boss's power Icthars, but this is us demonstrating the wishbone as well. So you equip it, it'll take the spot of your belt, and my house is next to a burial site, so I knew it was going to happen, so this was pretty clutch. You can see I'm glowing, and it's kind of slow right now, so as you get closer to where you want to go, it'll definitely start glowing faster until you're on it, and then you'll dig down, and then you'll continue to glow until you either hit the ore or take the item or break the item's container. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys get your solo Bonemass kill. I hope it helps you out. But hit me with the big 3, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll get back to you in the next episode, alright? Thanks for everything. Y'all have a good one. Peace.